watch our show. Hey y'all, welcome back to Our New Normal. I'm your host Whitney, and as you can tell, this episode is gonna get a little spooky. In this week's episode, we're taking a deep dive into Halloween. But don't worry, not everything is terrifying. We might see some zombies and ghosts, but we're also gonna learn how to build a candy launcher. You know, for social distance trick-or-treating. But first things first, we're gonna check out on Louise in the home studio. Buckle up, friends. It's about to get spoopy.
Hey everybody, I'm Luis, and I'm here with a guest.
Jada.
Since it's, the spooky season, as some would call it, I decided it would be fun to bring her along and, just have fun, have a good conversation while we do something fun. And I keep talking about it, but I just keep beating around the bush. So what we're going to be doing is carving a pumpkin. Sounds a lot easier said than done. Yeah. I've never done it before. Have you done it before?
Yeah. And I can tell you this is going to have a lot of stuff to carve out, like to take out.
That's why we've got a lot of time. I don't know what that was. To be honest with you.
Like the transition.
Damn straight.
Okay, so we got this carving kit because it comes with like stencils and utensils, so we can carve this pumpkin because we're kind of new at this. So yeah, we've got a scoop. There you go.
Yeah. Get the guts out.
We've got a, don't know, like a little spinny thing.
No, I think this
What's
is
it called?
to go over the stencil part.
A tracer.
Yeah.
Oh.
Get
Then
the
you've got
stencil.
you got the little
This
little
looks like
knife.
the cowboy thing.
Oh, like the spurs on the back cover.
Yeah, spur. That's the thing. I couldn't remember.
You've got the little tiny one.
Yeah, like when you're ready to carve out what your design is.
Oh, you know what this is?
The poker?
Get it?
It's like the little things.
Get it? It's a poker.
Yeah.
Poker.
Not with
Okay,
this.
let's and this is the bigger one. This is the more, I think that one's like for like more details.
That's like heavy duty.
Yeah, this is like. Okay, so we got to take everything out first, right?
Yes.
Okay. So what should we use this first?
Yes, to get this open.
Okay. Kids, make sure your parents cut this. Don't do this yourself. Knives are not toys.
Parental supervision.
We're gonna go ahead and kick it over to Jada with What's the Haps. And then later on in the show, we're gonna come back to the pumpkin carving session and look at what progress has been made on this pumpkin by our two friends. Thank you. Stay tuned.
What's up, guys? Thanks for tuning into What's the Haps? It's your girl Jada, and I'm back with the campus news. So this week, I want to talk about November and a few things that we have going on this month. We do have a couple events. I did notice that a lot of them were online, so I do want you guys to go ahead and check out the PFW calendar. All you have to do is go to go.pfw.edu, type in your credentials, and you should get to that calendar, and it'll show you all of the events going on. But I just want to pinpoint a few cool events that I noticed that caught my eye. All right, so Tuesday, November 10th, and Thursday, November 12th, there will be an event. It's called the PFW Ceramics Club Holiday Pottery Sale. It's going to be on, again, November 10th and the 12th. It'll be held in WAP Student Union from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. And basically what's going on here is students that have put their hard work into making this pottery, they're going to be making items available for purchase for us. And why not support our very own students? So I think it'll be a great way for us to get some really cute and cool pottery items for the holidays and support our students. So I think we should all come out. It'll be on November 10th and the 12th again. That's a Tuesday and a Thursday, and it'll be in the Classic Ballroom in Walt. All right, so another cool event we have going on in the month of November is the SAV movie series. The Student Activities Board is going to be hosting a virtual online event. It's just going to be a movie night where if you go to their social media outlets, it's at PFWSAB. That's for Instagram and Twitter. They'll have a flyer posted, and it has a QR code on there or a link on there, and you'll just type that in, and then it'll send you right to the movie. It's going to be on November 19th at 8 p.m. So I think that'll be super cool for us to stay inside, social distance, but still like enjoy the movie and have a nice time. So pop your popcorn, get everything ready, because you can do it right in your house.
How's the zombie business treating you?
Oh, you know, same stuff, different day. Saw this kid yesterday trying to run away. Tried to walk after him, but he was a little too fast.
Oh, I hate when they're so fast.
I know, those darn youths, man, they are a speedy bunch now.
Yeah, I was trying to hunt these kids. They came into the house the other day as like a cool October prank. And I tried to scare them, but they just laughed at me instead. Kids are so hurtful these days. They're so hurtful.
Yeah, I blame the TikTok. They're just so desensitized. They don't even care about our feelings anymore.
They don't.
It's rude, actually. It's very hurtful. I agree. It's very, very hurtful.
You know, I can really relate with that. There's another spooky movie out there, and you know what they did to people like me?
What?
They just ruined us. They're all calling us demons and evil spirits. We're not all that way. I mean, yes, scaring is fun, but like, I once had feelings and emotions too. They just rip that from you.
Yeah. And at the end of the day, it's just a job. We're doing our job. How's your internship going?
Oh, you know, a lot of field work. They sent me this big book on how to be a better scary ghost.
How's that?
It's
Is that the #1 best-selling book?
Yeah,
I heard good things about that one.
it's not working out so good.
But you just gotta keep trying. That's why you're just an intern. You gotta keep practicing.
Okay.
It'll come. You're still young. You're still a young ghost.
Thank you.
It'll come.
Thank you.
Trust me, I know. I work in intelligence. I know things.
Yeah, how does that work? Like, how is that going for you?
Oh, a lot of brains, even more paperwork, especially when I eat the brains that I'm supposed to be, studying for us. But,
That's a struggle.
A girl's got to eat.
Amen.
Mm-hmm.
I need a way to safely hand out Halloween candy during the ongoing pandemic. So, I built a socially distant candy launcher. Let's take a look at how it went together. As you can see, this motor assembly has 2 wheels connected to this gearbox with a motor controlling them. The power for the motor is given by this 9-volt battery, and I have this push-button switch to turn it off and on. I started the build by putting together all the circuitry. Now, the push button I found in my junk drawer had 4 leads. This could mean that it has two sets of two leads that both go across the switch, or what I think is more likely is that two of the leads go to the switch and two of them go to a light bulb housed up here. To figure out which was which, I put my meter in continuity mode so that it will beep when the two leads are electrically connected. I guess that these two leads might be the ones that go to the switch. There's no continuity when I have the switch open, but when I push the switch down, the circuit closes. I soldered the black or negative wire from the 9-volt battery holder directly onto one lead of the switch, and soldered the other lead of the switch onto one of the leads of the motor. I then connected the other lead of the motor to the other lead of the 9-volt battery, which creates a complete circuit, as shown here. Now when I push the button, it goes. I used glue to attach the motor to the dowel, spreading it out with my finger like this. You can see I put some paper down to protect the table. I then propped up the bottom of the dowel with this C-clamp so it would dry flush against the motor. I attached the button and the 9-volt battery with some tape as shown here, and then I let the whole thing set overnight. Now let's see it in action.
Welcome back to the studio. I really hope you enjoyed the first part of our show. But don't get up quite yet, because we have so much more fun in store. After our commercial break, we will be discussing some Halloween games, hearing a scary story, and definitely checking back in with Louise and his pumpkin. I wonder what he's gonna carve. See you soon.
Hydration, the new sports drink, coming to stores near you.
Using someone's correct personal pronouns is a form of respect. If you're unsure of what someone's pronouns are, an easy way to ask is to introduce yourself and share your pronouns first.
Oh, hey there! Glad to see you made it back. I really hope you're ready for what's in store. We're going to check in on Jared as he discusses new gaming consoles and Halloween games. Anita is going to provide us with a scary story. Louise will be back in the home studio, and then we're going to kick it with Katana for a bit. So sit back, relax, and be on the lookout for anything paranormal.
Around this time of year, a few things are pretty traditional. The weather starts to get colder, leaves fall from trees, and Halloween and Thanksgiving are just around the corner as well. But perhaps the most fun thing that occurs around this time of year is that new games come out every year for sure, and sometimes new consoles come out with it as well. For all the gamers out there, this is a good thing all around. As the weather gets colder for all of us, we may be more prone to stay in our houses more, perhaps opening up slightly more time for all of us to game it up. As if COVID-19 didn't make this 2020 year unique enough as it is, this year will be one of those select years again where by the end of it, new consoles will have come out with games that can be played on it as well. One of the gaming consoles that will be coming out later this year is the PlayStation 5. 2 generations ago, we obviously got an idea and now know what the PlayStation 3 looked and looks like. The gen after that, we were all introduced to the PS4 and what it looked and now looks like. Now, if things go as expected, we will all be introduced to the PS5, another next-gen console, by sometime next month. From an actual design perspective, it isn't expected that the console itself will look much different from the 2 aforementioned previous next-gen PlayStation consoles. However, expect some new and updated features, such as bigger SSD drives for games to load at much faster speeds. Similarly, the Xbox Series X is also expected to come out sometime next month with new features. 15 years ago, we again got an idea and now know what the Xbox 360 system looks like now. In the year 2013, we saw and now know what the Xbox One system looks like now. Fast forward now to this year, and now we'll have another Xbox console to play with by next month. Obviously, it is natural with time that anything will go through some sort of evolution, and the Xbox Series X is also expected to have a different look to it than those previous Xbox consoles. Stay tuned a couple of minutes from now for more information on games that will be paired with both of these consoles for gameplay talked about.
We're welcoming spooky season with our new normal special trivia segment, Halloween edition. Today I have with me Casey Hicks, who claims to be a Halloween film expert, and tonight we're going to put that to the test. Casey, are you ready?
I'm pumped.
Okay, so we have 3 rounds, characters, quotes, and storylines, with 5 questions in each round. I'm going to give you the question and then you tell me the movie title. Okay, here we go. So the first round is characters. We have Morticia, Gomez, Wednesday, and Pugsley.
The Addams Family.
The Addams Family. Winnie, Sarah, and Mary.
Hocus Pocus.
Hocus Pocus. Stretch, Fatso, and Stinky.
Casper.
Casper. Marnie, Dylan, and Sophie.
Halloween Town.
George, Kathy, Billy, Michael, and Chelsea.
Pass.
Pass. That's the end of round 1. Then the next round is quotes. Here we go. Where's Johnny?
The Shining.
Okay. You will die in 7 days.
The Ring.
Want to play hide and clap?
Conjuring.
The
Grudge.
I see dead people.
Sixth Sense.
Okay, and the final round is storylines. Let's see how much of an expert you really are, Casey. Dead couple hires a spirit to scare off family.
Beetlejuice.
Possessed 12-year-old with a potty mouth.
The Exorcist.
3 teenagers attempt to reunite a mummy with his lover.
Under Wraps.
3 film students hike and vanish in the Black Hills forest.
Pass.
Chaos because a balloon went down the drain.
It.
That brings us to the end of our new normals trivia segment, Halloween edition. Casey, you got 13 of the 15 questions right, which is an 86%. So it turns out that you are a Halloween movie expert after all.
As mentioned earlier, the PS5 and Xbox Series X are 2 new game consoles that are expected to come out next month. And along with that, both systems will have multiple key games that will be paired with it to start off. For the PS5, Astro's Playroom is a game that will be pre-installed on all PS5 consoles. This is a more lighthearted type of game that is essentially a spin-off of the previous Astro Bot Rescue Mission PSVR game. Spider-Man Miles Morales is another game that will be paired with the PS5. As the title suggests, this game is about Miles Morales' adventure to become the newest Spider-Man. Demon's Souls is yet another game that will be paired with the PS5. This is a role-player type game in which the objective for your characters is to conquer power however you can. Number 4 on the key PS5 games list is Destruction All-Stars. This is a racing type game where the cars are essentially used as weapons against one another. Number 5 on the key PS5 games list is Devil May Cry 5 Special Edition. This is an action-adventure type game where essentially a select few characters go at it for superiority. Number 6 on the key PS5 games list is Fortnite. This game should be pretty self-explanatory to everybody, as it was one of the more popular games in the world not too long ago. Number 8 on the key PS5 games list is Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. This game is a continuation of the previous 6 Call of Duty and previous 5 Black Ops versions of these gaming series. Finally, one of the last key PS5 games is Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Again, this is yet another version of the long-running Assassin's Creed gaming series, making it now 22 releases of this type. For the Xbox Series X, at least 4 key games will be linked to this new console. One of these key games that will be linked to it is called Halo Infinite. This well-known first-person shooting game series is expected to be coming back in December of this year. Another key game that will be linked with the Xbox Series X is Senua's Saga Hellblade 2. This is an action-adventure type game that will essentially precede the Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice game from before. The third of these key games is Forza Motorsport 8. This game is fairly self-explanatory, as it's the 8th installment in the Forza Motorsport racing game, as the title would suggest. And lastly, State of Decay 3 is the 4th of these key games. This is a zombie survival type game that is clearly just the newest version in the State of Decay gaming series preceding version 2. This is the type of game that is perfect to play around this time of year. Now that we've carved up these gaming lists, so to speak, it's now time to carve some more pumpkins with Luis Alvarez. Luis?
Hey, welcome back. I was just finishing getting the last detail of the top off. I decided to switch to this from this because this was kind of more effective. So, yeah. Alright, well. Ooh, look at all that.
Ooh, the guts.
The guts. Ooh, look a little more closer. Ooh. Wow, it looks very like you know how like an orange looks like on the inside, like when you're done eating all the the juicy part of like the orange, and then like at like the edges of the peel, like the inside of the peel is how it looks like, and then like I don't know, that's how it looks like.
Like the colors are the same. Similar.
Yeah, that's cool. Looks really cool. Set this right here. So people actually eat the seed?
Yeah, people bake them, put seasoning, cinnamon.
Are we gonna do that?
Sure. We can save the seeds.
Hashtag save the seeds. Yeah. Anyways, so how do I take this out? Do I just like put my hand in it?
Yeah, just
start going.
Go for it.
Okay, I can't use this?
I mean, yeah, you can, but this is the fun way.
The fun way?
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna do it the fun way. I haven't done this before, so let's do it the fun way.
You gotta get the full experience.
Yeah, I do. I definitely do.
Yeah.
Ooh. I don't like. It's all slimy. I don't like that.
Just feel it.
It feels weird. Want some?
No, I don't want some.
All right. So, this is gonna take a while. I just realized. I didn't realize how much time carving a pumpkin
Of
actually
this size.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I should have gotten smaller, shouldn't I?
We went a little.
Well, I mean, parents always say shoot for the stars, so
Yeah.
we got the bigger one. But yeah, it's gonna take a while, so we're gonna go ahead, and by we, I mean I'm going to go ahead and get the rest of this pulp out, and we're gonna go to another segment. And when we come back, I should have it just about done, depulped. Is that a word?
Sure.
Depulped.
That's a new thing.
Depulping the pumpkin. And then we're gonna actually begin to carve it. So we have these like stencils. You can actually like put water on them, and she's gonna pick one, and then we're gonna put it on here, and we're gonna do that because I lack creativity, so we are going to have a little help. We will see ya later. Bye.
On this episode of Kicking It with Katana, I have my cousins Kenzie and Liam here with me today, and we will be playing soccer games.
You got game?
I sure do. We'll start with dribbling gates. Whoever dribbles through the most gates after a minute wins. Ready, set, go! Time's up. How many gates did you have, Kenzie?
I got 12 gates.
And you, Liam?
I got 10 gates.
And the winner is Kenzie!
What?
What's a ghost's favorite soccer position? A goalkeeper.
I think you got jokes.
Maybe a little. Anyways, looks like it's time for another game. Let's play a quick game of red light, green light. Green light. Red light. Green light. Red light. Green light. Red light. Green light. Looks like the winner is Kenzie.
Hi.
Looks like that's a wrap on Kicking It with Katana. Happy Halloween.
Whoa, how fun was that? Well, folks, the first half of our show has come and gone, but no need to fret. The second half will be just as amazing. After our quick commercial break, we'll hop right back into all the spoopiness. I'm definitely gonna run home after this and try to find some of those Halloween games. Hasta pronto.
Oh, my knee! Oh, my leg! Somebody please help the pain!
If you need pain relief, then try Pain Away. With this magical device here, with a simple click, you can get rid of all your pain instantaneously. It summons the magical Mr. Pain Away. How does he work, you ask? Well, Mr. Pain Away here relieves the pain from your instant spot. It appears to me that your right leg seems to be in pain, is that correct? Mr. Pain Away, do your thing.
Oh, my heart!
It seems you signed up for the year-long package. You don't know what it is? Mr. Pain Away, can you demonstrate? That's the unique qualities of this magical device. Your pain will be forever gone. If you need pain relief, call 555-555-0001 and get all of your pain relief today. Take word from our valued customer.
I want my mom!
Make sure your allyship is inclusive. Intersectionality is a term coined by Kimberly Crenshaw. It helps us understand how our multiple identities create unique situations of privilege and discrimination. If you want to be a better and more inclusive LGBTQ+ ally, we need to make sure we're including Black queer folks, Muslim queer folks with disabilities, and many others.
And we're back. I truly hope this episode is reminding you how fun spooky can be. And if not, maybe this next part will. I've heard rumors that someone found something creepy in a barn. So you better bet we'll be checking that out. Carlin will be teaching us how to set up some horror movie lighting and how to do some special effects makeup. And then I'll be back to list off the top 5 horror movies. But first, back to the home studio to check on Louise and his pumpkin.
Hey everyone. Welcome back to our pumpkin carving session. As you can see, I finally had Jada doing some of the manual labor. You know, because I kind of took care of the rest of it. It's not like I was in the bathroom watching YouTube videos while she was here doing the whole thing. You know, I'm not that mean. I wouldn't have her do it.
Right, so convenient, right?
Right, exactly. Yeah, that'd be so mean if I did that though, like, honestly.
Isn't that funny? Anytime there's something to do, oh, I gotta go bathroom.
Anyways, so we're gonna pick out those things that, hold on, I got the name of it. Stencils. We're gonna get a stencil, we're gonna put water on it. That's what you do, right?
Yeah.
Put water on it? Okay, cool. Okay, so we put water on it so it stays and it doesn't move or anything. And then we're gonna like use the poker. And then we're gonna like kind of like poke holes in it to kind of like trace it. And then we're gonna use the tracer, if I can find it. We lost the tracer. Oh no. I think we kind of, there we go. There we go.
The little spur.
Yeah, the little spur. We're gonna use that to kind of like go over to help trace over what we gotta actually cut out. Then we're gonna use this big bad boy and the little friend to kind of, and then we'll do that. So we picked out one of these stencils and we're gonna go ahead and you can go ahead and show them if you want. So we decided to go with this one since I've never done it before. I feel like this is kind of like around my...
This is beginner friendly, okay?
Okay, you don't gotta say it like that. I'm just new, okay? That's it, that's why. We're just testing this out.
Yeah,
so,
it'll look good.
So we're gonna be taking care of this and kind of we're just gonna go over, we're gonna get water, we're gonna spray it on there, we're gonna put it on here, and then we're gonna use the poker when it's wet to kind of like poke holes around like the edges of the actual, like poke holes around the edges of everything. And then we're gonna use the tracer to kind of go over it to make it more of like a finer line. So then when we go over with these, we can kind of cut them all out and create image that we want onto the pumpkin. So I feel like this is going to be a little bit more of a process. So what we're going to do is we're just going to send it off to another segment. Hope you guys are enjoying the second episode of Our New Normal. And we'll be right back and we'll show you guys the final result of the pumpkin. So just grab some snacks and enjoy the rest of the show.
Last episode, I talked about how to light a video call well, and I mentioned that having strong filler backlights combined with dim key lights can make a scene feel ominous and mysterious. Since this is our Halloween episode, I thought I'd talk a little bit about how that effect can be used in horror movies. Lights, please. Thank you. To do that, we need to understand how we're thinking about light when we light a video call. The implicit goal when we lit the video call was to make the light feel natural. In filmmaking, we call that logical light. The reason that having wildly unbalanced key and fill lights makes the scene feel ominous is we don't usually see things lit like that in the real world. Lighting sources in the real world look like this. They cast a broad, diffuse light. In nature, it's uncommon for someone to be lit from only one angle. If they're outside, even shadows cast by trees and buildings won't create the same imbalance that studio lights can. And inside lighting is designed to avoid harsh angles. Another implementation of anti-logical light that we frequently see in horror is uplight, light coming from below the subject. You've probably used this type of lighting before if you've ever told a spooky story with a flashlight under your chin. Uplighting is scary for much the same reason that unbalanced lighting is disconcerting. It differs from what we expect. If the sun is lighting you, it's always from above, and light bulbs are usually installed high up to mimic that same effect. Much like imbalanced lighting, uplighting makes us uncomfortable by subverting our expectations of reality. Now let's go to Taylor Kay to explain how she does special effects makeup.
Hello, my name is Taylor Kay, and today we'll be teaching you how to create a simple special effects cut. So let's get started. The supplies you will need is scar wax, fake blood, a cotton swab for the fake blood, foundation, a sponge, makeup brush, and something sharp to cut your scar wax. You could also use activated cream paints, or water activated paints, cream paints, or eyeshadow like I'm using. The first step is take a mound of your scar wax and put it in the place you'd like your cut to be. I'll be putting the cut on the back of my hand just for demonstration purposes. But if you want to put it on your face, I'd recommend using spirit gum or latex just so it doesn't move around on your face. Don't forget to blend out your edges when you're putting the scar wax upon the place. Now, take your foundation and put it around the edges of your scar. Now take your semi-sharp object and put a cut in the mound that you have made. Once you have your slit, take the colors you wanted to use, so your water-activated paints, your cream paints, or your eyeshadow, and make it look like it's irritated around the skin. Now, take your cotton swab, dip it in your fake blood, and put that in your cut. And by then, you should have something that looks a little bit like this.
Hey y'all, it's your host Whitney again. This evening, I will be discussing the top 5 horror movies ever made. I went to sci-fi.com and pulled up their list of top 10 horror movies, and from there, I chose my favorite 5. For each of these movies, I happened to stumble across some never-before-seen exclusive clips, and I can't wait for you to see them too. So let's fly right in. In spot number 5, Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho. According to sci-fi.com, there is a story about a lonely motel owner who had a tendency to kill his customers. Roll the tape. In spot number 4, Wes Craven and Kelvin Williamson's Scream. This script brought both humor and scares to the subgenre by having self-aware victims that understood the rules of horror movies. Let's see what we've got. In spot number 3, James Wan's Saw. Many critics saw it as just another cheap, gory entry into the horror market, but the film overcame that and secured James Wan as a creative master of simple horror. Let's see what it's all about. In spot number 2, Wes Craven's Nightmare on Elm Street. Now this movie right here is all about Freddy Krueger and how he comes into your dreams and turns them into nightmares. Just remember, if you die in your dreams, you die in real life. Roll it. Now we've made it to spot number 1. Any guesses? Well, if you guessed John Carpenter's Halloween, then you're a winner. This story follows Michael Myers, who kills his parents as a child and is institutionalized. He escapes as an adult and continues his killing spree. Roll the final clip. Well, y'all, that's it for the top 5 horror movies, and now it's time for a commercial break. After the break, we'll be back to discuss staying sane during the holidays. We'll get some behind the scenes of Dobble, and we will check in one last time with Louise to see how his pumpkin carving went. Stay tuned.
Never truly alone. Every sound has a meaning and an origin.
Welcome back to a little segment I like to call Wisdom with Whitney. This evening, I would like to discuss how to stay sane during the holidays. I know the holidays can be very stressful, and now with COVID hovering around, it makes things a little more intense. So, we're going to cover some tips that might be helpful to you. First thing we'll talk about is the biggest elephant in the room, COVID. If you are feeling unsure about hanging around a bunch of people this season, then don't. COVID gave us all the best excuse this season on why not to leave our houses. Whether you're worried about getting sick or getting other family members sick, or even if you just want to be alone, let the family know. Let them know that you just don't want to risk the chance. The numbers are apparently still rising, so folks should understand. And if they don't, well, that leads me to the real issue of the holiday season, judgmental families. If you're like me and you love to spend the holidays with your family, but don't always like what they have to say, here are some tips on what you can do. Number 1, ignore. I know it may be harder than it sounds, but just let whatever judgments come out of your family's mouth go in one ear and out the other. Number 2, remember your worth and remember it is your life. You make your own decisions, and no, they aren't always the best ones, but that's a part of living life. You live and you learn. If you're always being controlled by what your family thinks, then you'll never get to fully experience anything for yourself. You do you, boo. Number 3, even loved ones can be toxic. And if that toxicity gets to be too much for you, then say goodbye. We've got to take care of ourselves, and cutting toxic people out of our lives is a part of that. You should feel no shame for bettering yourself. And number 4, the biggest thing to remember is that your family's thoughts on your life, how you live your life, don't mean squat at the end of the day. If you want to move out of your hometown to follow your dreams, do it. If you want to take a semester off school to figure things out, do it. If you want to skip college altogether and get a trade job to make a load of money, do it. I cannot stress this enough. Do what makes you happy. Don't let others rain on your parade. Don't let them make you second guess or doubt yourself. Just stand up and do what you think is best for you. I hope that if you're struggling during the holidays because of a judgmental family member, that you remember these tips. Keep remembering these tips every day, and hopefully soon you'll be living your life the way you want to. Have a great holiday season and enjoy the rest of the show.
Are you recording? What's up, guys? It's Double, and today we're making another song, and it's behind the scenes with Double, and I'm here with Mordecai. And since it's Halloween time, we decided to make a Halloween themed song. So let's get to it, and without further ado, let's go. Alright, so we got our beat. This is from producer from Canada. His name is Young Vanessa, and we met him recently actually, and he's actually pretty good, and you can hear it right now.
Yo, Vanessa got the sauce.
We wanted to make sure we got something that goes hard, but at the same time kind of sounds spooky in a way. And then right after that, we started writing our lyrics, and we're gonna show you those. Double and Mordecai. Wait, what was the song called again? Just kidding, guys. It's Homicide. Because it's Halloween, so let's go. It's Homicide. I hope you guys like it. Mordecai's about to spit his verse. First time he's actually starting the song. So let's go ahead and do this. Let's start recording.
If you wanna see me dead, then you can go away, go away. I've been feeling dead inside, but I just wanna feel alive. I am not a snake and I will never testify. You know that I'm alive. With my brothers I will ride. Pull up in the coupe and we gon' slide. I'ma take this.
Alright, so we got Mordecai's parts, and right after his part, we actually harmonize together, sing the melody part, and then it goes right after my part. So we're gonna take turns. We're gonna sing our melody parts, and then we're gonna mix them together. So let's do that. I gotta get in the mood now. Okay, so as we got our melody part, my part comes right after that, so let's go ahead and record that. Step into the room, it's a homicide. Pull my knife out, I'll cut your throat, but the same pool, I'll pull out a wall, show you who's the fool. Feed you to the walls, I'm the wall. I don't wanna waste my time, baby, give me a line. If you wanna see me, give me a sign. Sipping on wine, let me decide. Step into the room, it's a homicide. Alright guys, this was Double and Mordecai, and this was the song Homicide. I hope you liked it. I hope your Halloween was good, and stay spooky.
What's up, guys? Thanks for tuning in to Justin with Jada, the Fall Haul Edition. Today we're just going to talk about some different looks and tips and tricks that you guys could use while you're getting dressed for the fall season. So I'm just going to talk to you guys about a few things that I do and techniques that I use while I'm picking out my outfits. for the fall. So for starters, one thing that I like to do is I like to layer. And by layering, I mean just piecing different items of clothing together to make a look. So it may go from simple to like really cute with just by adding a cardigan, for example. In this outfit, I've got just a simple sweater, a tan sweater, and then I added on a green cardigan just to give it another feel, like a fall feel to it. And I'm going to pair it with these green boots that match the cardigan, so it's going to be super cute with just like some mom jeans. And then another thing I like to do other than layering is I like to use earth tones or like warm tones that go well with like the colors of fall. So like just like the colors you see like on the trees and things like that, like burnt oranges, reds, greens, tans, neutrals. Those colors look really good on my skin tone, and they just are really cute to wear in the fall. So I like to pair those together. And then also I really like to take risks and mix prints and different colors together. So for example, in this outfit, I've got like a cheetah print shirt, and then I'm going to pair it with these yellow, like this burnt yellow pair of pants, and it's going to be really cute. And then I have some yellow flats to match the pants. Now usually I don't put colors on top of one another, but I'm going to take a risk and see how it goes. I've actually worn this outfit before, so I do know it's really cute. But like this is just something that you can do just to like spice things up in your closet. So thanks for tuning in. I hope these tips have like helped you guys, and I hope it has your creative juices flowing. And if you want to show me your outfits, my Instagram is _Jada Denise with 2 E's at the end. Tag me in what you come up with or DM it to me. I'd love to see it, and I'll see you next time.
What's up, guys? This is Double, and this is Music News with Double.
Double game. Double game.
After the huge success of Travis Scott meal, McDonald's ended up partnering out with J Balvin. This time around, the meal includes Big Mac, fries, and free McFlurry with it. I personally tried it. I personally like it, but I still would prefer my drink with the meal. Teddy is finally releasing his second debut album this month. After a whole year of not releasing an album, Teddy officially announced on his Instagram saying that he's releasing an album this month, but the album's name is yet to be known. 24kGoldn released his single Mood with Ian Dior, and it became a viral hit. After a week of its release, it peaked at #1 spot, and this is the first #1 spot for both the artists. Pop's most posthumous album, Shoot for the Stars, Aim for the Moon, is still peaking at the top of Billboard 200 charts after 16 weeks of being released. The album peaked at #1 for 2 weeks, and it never dropped from top 10. Alright everyone, thanks for watching. This was Music News with Double, and next up is live interview with Mordecai. So I'll catch you there.
Hey y'all, it's Whitney again. But this time I have a special guest. Everyone welcome Mordecai. Tonight we will be doing an interview with Mordecai about all his music and work with Double. First question for you. Where did the name Mordecai come from?
I got the name actually from the TV show called Regular Show. It was one of my favorites growing up.
That's a good show. My kids are watching that right now. Second question for you. How long have you been doing music?
I started out freestyling. I've been messing around with music for about a year now.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's just now starting to come together.
That's cool. Third question tonight. Who are your inspirations?
I'd have to say that my biggest inspiration is actually Juice WRLD. I just really like his style and the way that he flows with everything. And another inspiration for me is actually Lil Peep. I also like the way he sounds and how he puts his feelings out there.
That's awesome. I'm here for feelings in music. Question number 4. How did you meet Double?
I actually met Double junior year of high school. He came as a foreign exchange student.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I didn't know that. And the final question for tonight, is there any new music coming soon?
Yeah, actually, My first single came out last Friday.
Oh, that's cool. What's that about?
It's just a song called Fast Lanes. It's with Dabo in it.
That's pretty awesome. Well, I'll have to check that out. Well, that looks to be all the time we have left. Thank you for joining us on set tonight and sharing a little about yourself. Now, let's cut to Louise in the home studio for the last time.
No? Okay. All right, so I hope you all have had a great time watching the show, well, specifically this pumpkin carving segment. Personally, in my opinion, this was very time consuming. I did not expect it to be as time consuming as it actually was, but I had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun. I'm gonna show you guys how it kind of like turned out. I actually still need to get like a candle or just like an LED light to put in, so it's not finished. So I'll probably throw that in a little clip of it after it's finished and actually out on my balcony with the light on. But right now, this is the final finished product, and I just really hope you all really like it. So, see, look, this is the final product, and like, I can't believe how amazing it turned out. What do you think?
Looks great.
It looks great, doesn't it? Right? Like, dang. And I was talking about we didn't have a light, but I actually lied. Like, look, you kind of just like, I just like I did a really good job with this, and I actually put in some LEDs, so it lights up.
Ooh.
Like, I did some electrical work. Like, I did so good. Like,
It's pretty fancy.
right? Exactly. Gosh, I am so happy I did this. Okay, so now for the real pumpkin, actually. Yeah. Here we go. Do we give it like a name? Do we do that with pumpkins or no? We don't know.
Well, like Jack-o'-lantern. We can give him a name.
Yeah, Jack's okay. Jack. Okay, so this is Jack. And yeah.
This is supposed to be Spooky Jack.
Spooky Jack. Oh, that's the name on the stencil. Spooky Jack. So this is Spooky Jack. I hope you all enjoyed watching this pumpkin carving session, and I also hope you enjoyed watching the show. And I had a lot of fun. And I mean, it was very time consuming, but it was very fun. And all I have to say is, let's make another one.
Yay.
Catch you next time.
Well, ghouls and ghosts, the time has come to turn off the TV and rest up for next time. We here at Our New Normal hope that you enjoyed the show. We saw everything from what ghosts do on their time off to how to build a candy launcher. We learned the best way to light a horror movie and even got some inside scoop on Mordecai and Daubel's new music. Hopefully you didn't get too scared, especially when those two went into that barn. No, thank you. No. That was creepy. But can we talk about how cute those ghosts were for a second? They were precious. Reading little like motivational books, checking their scares in the mirror. Precious. That's for you kids. I know you're watching. I know it. Man, I just think this was a really great episode. I wonder what's more in store. I guess you'll have to wait. We'll see you next time on Our New Normal. Buenas noches.